Hey guys, this is Kenny from LearnHowToProsper.com and author of the book How to Eat More, Weigh Less, and Reduce Your Appetite by 80%. The keto diet. I want to talk just a minute about what is a fairly common practice now around generating ketosis, the state of your body consuming your stored fat from adipose tissue versus glucose, which is easy sugar that you get from carbohydrates. So let me talk just a minute about the 1 meal a day keto style diet. So what this means is you have 1 meal a day that involves eating only once during the 24-hour cycle. So you've got a little period of time within which 1 to 2 hours within which you eat about 2,000 calories. That's the feeding window. And then the fasting window is the rest of the time. Now, when you first do this, it can be pretty difficult if you haven't already gotten into the practice of the keto diet. So I would suggest that you practice a conventional keto diet for about 30 days and then try the intermittent fasting, in which you add a large window of time where you fast, and then that shorter window of time in which you eat. So the way it works, while fasting, your body goes through a series of profound and advantageous physiological adaptations, and your body starts to burn more fat for fuel. We call this ketosis. And this is the key point. Your body shifts from using glucose or carbohydrates as its primary fuel source into supplying virtually all of its energy with ketone bodies. What that means is that your body will begin to consume fat stores, and that's how you can reduce fat, particularly in those problem areas. After an overnight's fast, your liver glycogen stores will be empty and you're already in mild ketosis. So just in the act of doing that fast, by the time you start the next morning, you're in a form of ketosis. All right, now keto adaptation versus nutritional ketosis is the act of this intermittent fasting, which takes you into that state quicker. Something to think about. The difference between burning sugar and ketones. Well, glucose metabolism is quick and gives us instant energy. It also produces free radicals, while consuming fatty acid metabolism, it gives you a lot more energy. And the other thing that you'll notice is by consuming natural fats, it naturally suppresses your appetite. Now, you would think that you'd be ravenously hungry by only eating during a 1 to 2 hour period during a 24-hour time frame, but in reality, you actually feel very little hunger. And I know that sounds a little bit crazy, but when I did intermittent fasting and started doing that to accelerate my weight loss, I found that after a day or two of operating in ketosis with intermittent fasting, my appetite was completely suppressed. And a lot of other people have mentioned the same. So when you're eating only 1 meal a day, you'll be consuming about 2,000 calories at once within the course of a few hours. And it's important to know that as little as 5 grams of glucose will cause what they call the blood sugar response, and so your body will drop out of ketosis and consume the sugar, and it won't go after the stored fat, which is what we want in ketosis, right? So something to really focus on. You've got to be very disciplined with respect to any sugars or carbohydrates. And just to be very clear on this point, that when you consume a carbohydrate, it actually is the same as eating ice cream or a brownie. It's sugar. It metabolizes directly to sugar. Okay. I had mentioned this earlier on, but it's a good idea to do an intermittent fasting keto routine, but but don't do that until after you've followed a period of low carb ketogenic eating prior to starting this type of a diet. It just allows your body to detox from the sugars and come off of what I would call the addiction to sugar, so that you can have a more productive experience doing intermittent fasting with the keto diet. Well, hopefully this was helpful. You can click on the link right below in this in the description box to get 65 of my favorite keto diet recipes absolutely free. You can just click on the link, and I've got a little video. I explained it all to you there. I hope to see you inside once you click on the link. We'll see you there. And if this was helpful, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to be providing helpful, useful keto information at least 5 days a week, sometimes every single day. So come back often, and I'll keep you informed. And with that, I'll sign off.